this card was announced, what, about a month and a half or so ago, give or take. It is April the 8th, 2025, 1:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I haven't had a chance to talk about this card. There's a lot going on with it. For one, it's going to be in Times Square. We're going to talk about that, the logistics of it. Yes, Fight View 360. By the way, welcome back to Fight View 360 and TstreeT Controversy. We're going to be there during Fight Week. And I want to say that the last 5 years, I've been working on YouTube the equivalent of about 2 days a week or a part time, worker. But I'm back full time, and over the next several weeks, as I'm working my way back up the YouTube algorithm, because how it works, if you don't know, if you don't produce content consistently, YouTube just smacks the shit out you and kicks you all the way back down the totem pole until they see that you're producing content consistently. So right now, the goal is to get my videos to each go to 1,000. Then, after more consistency, 3,000. Then I'll go back to being kind of semi YouTube viral again. So that's going to take a few months. But in the meantime, for the few that are watching, since people are saying that I fell off or whatever the case may have been, or that TstreeT, you're not producing enough content, well, we're here. So I want you to enjoy the Renaissance, and we're going to delve deep into some sensitive subject matter here. This show is for mature audiences, and frankly, we're going to do it one fight at a time. So this video is going to be my preview video on Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. As we get closer to the fight, any content updates, I'm going to be doing consistent videos like I used to back in the day, where I would follow like the whole storyline of a fight in and outside of the ring. The next video is going to be Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. And then, of course, Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barboza. So let's talk about Ryan Garcia. First and foremost, he never apologized for this. Sensitive language. We're going to go ahead and play it. YouTube is probably going to be mad about this video and probably try to, censor it in a way, but I hope they don't. So once again, mature audience.
I hate niggas. I'm anti-black.
Yeah, let's join the Ku Klux Klan. Let's fuck the niggas.
So I'm going to just leave it right there. Now, this was a big thing when it happened. Ryan Garcia was going through some shit. Alcoholic. May have been abusing drugs. We don't know. But we do damn sure know he was an alcoholic, and he was on a rampage for a good 6-7 months. Now, it doesn't excuse the behavior. It's like, now, wait a minute. Do I think that Ryan Garcia is a racist? No. TstreeT's not a guy. For the long-time viewers, don't give me that shit. Y'all know I'm not a race hustling guy. But before I talk about the fight, I got to talk about this first. I don't forgive him. I think he's going to beat Rolly, but I don't forgive him. Because for one, he failed the drug test. No matter how you slice it, there was a lot of misinformation going around, and he knew exactly what he was doing. He had garnered the attention of a lot of far-right accounts on social media, and basically the way he tried to spin it was like Vada was in cahoots with Richard Conte and Devin Haney. If you believe that, that's on you. But from everything that I've learned and been in boxing for as long as I have, that's some bullshit. And he changed the story several times, by the way. My personal belief is that he was drunk off his ass during camp, couldn't make weight. He fucked up the cycle. Somewhere along the line, his system wasn't cleaned out enough because, you got to understand these juicers, and I'm not saying he's a juicer. I'm saying people who have been caught with PDs or use PDs, there's a science behind it to an extent. You got to be dedicated to it. You got to, certain times you got to take it, a certain amount of water you got to drink. And there's a science to where, it's called cycling on and off. You hear those terms quite a bit in boxing. And that's my theory, is that, him not being on his game because he's drunk, partying, doing whatever, not taking the Devin Haney fight seriously, this happens. So, moving on to the fight. It has been a year next week since he beat up Devin Haney. Now, here's this. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I do not feel that the Ostarine or whatever helped him beat Devin Haney. It's not a good look that Devin Haney went in there and got beat up by a drunk. Not a good look at all. Let's talk about that. It's not a good look. I'm telling you something. He was whooping Devin Haney ass. Now, the rematch is supposed to take place later on this year if both fighters beat their opponents. And then Teofimo Lopez is in the mix somewhere as well, or Arnold Barboza. Can't count him out. And don't get me wrong. Wait, I'm going to light Teofimo Lopez ass up too, because he's been on my shit list for a long time, because he's trying to sell racism. He's trying to like be that type of bad guy. So let's talk about the particulars. Ryan Garcia is 24-1. The fight was ruled a no contest because of the drug, testing controversy. The good fighter when he's on his game, but discipline has been an Achilles heel for him for the last several years now, with the different switching of trainers. He's supposed to be with Derrick James now. He was with Eddie Reynoso at one point in time. He was with Joe Goosen at one point in time. He's been just bouncing around. Now, he's still young. He's still young. He's still young. But still.
Box.
My bad. I had to do a... hold on. What is that? What the hell is that? Hold on. Let me find that.
Donald Trump 2024. See, he's a Trump supporter. Doesn't make him a bad guy, right?
Oh, that's a video. My bad. Oh, so as I was saying, I'm going to get Teofimo Lopez too. So let's talk about the card. So it's supposed to be in Times Square. We're still trying to figure out how the logistics is going to work with that. But I do have this. Somebody sent me this on social media, that this is what it may look like, because they have wrestling events out there. By the way, I stayed down in Times Square last year. I went to see Wicked with my lady, and I had the pleasure to stay right there in Times Square at the Renaissance Hotel. It was a beautiful experience. Hotel rooms, though, are going to be about $400, and just the logistics of it. I can't wait to see how they're going to do it. So it's going to be on May the 2nd. By the way, that's a beautiful, beautiful weekend of boxing. It's going to be on a Friday too, right? Let me check here. Is May the 2nd a Friday? Hold on. Let me check my calendar here. Excuse me. So you don't know which Ryan Garcia is going to show up. We don't know who he is as a fighter. Because we know who he can be, but he's always all over the place. Yes, this is going to be on a Friday in Times Square. Sheesh. That's going to be, whew. Can't wait to see how they're going to do that. Rolly Romero, listen, I like Rolly. Funny, charismatic guy. Definitely, I have no, shame in saying, listen, he's an overachiever. I don't feel bad saying he's an overachiever. 16-2 with 13 KOs. Got knocked out by Eastside Cruz brutally, knocked out by Tank Davis brutally. Should have lost to old man Ismael Barroso. He should have lost to Jake Jackson Marinez. So, just for him to be in this situation where, listen, Rolly's living the dream. He's headlining a card in Times Square against Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero. Now, does he have a chance? He needs to just come out swinging for the fences, to be honest. That's the only way I can really see him like being able to deal with Ryan Garcia. And another thing that's important is this fight's taking place at 147. Both Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia are now in the 147-pound division. That's not talked about enough. And Teofimo Lopez is on his way. That's not talked about enough. In fact, all four of these guys, Rolly, he's confirmed he's staying at 147. Ryan, 147. Jose Ramirez, he confirmed he's staying at 147, said he stayed at 142 long. Devin is at 147 now. And we got Boots Ennis taking on Amantes Stanionis this weekend. For unification for the IBF and the WBA titles. Remember, Brian Norman of Top Rank has the WBO. And Mario Barrios, who's considered, unfortunately, hey, I don't make the rules. the weakest of the 147 pounders. He has the WBC. So the division overall is pretty, is pretty hot. Let's go look at the rankings real quick. Just see what we got going on here. By the way, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Take a like. Click the thumbs up button. It's going to really help out a lot. And yes, I'm serious. I am back consistently. So just bear with me over the next couple of weeks or few weeks as I pump out content to get my channel back pumping again. And live streams are going to be coming soon on my secondary channel, which is the link is down below in the description box, as well as my social media. And we're going to be doing members and, all that good jazz. So just give me a chance. Like, I'm home all day, every day. I'm working. So here's the division. As I said, Barrios WBC, Norman WBO, Stanionis, the Lithuanian WBA, boosts Ennis to IBF. Shakram Gayasov is going to be on the undercard this weekend. He's the WBA mandatory. Devin Haney, as you can see, he's ranked number 1 by the WBC. You got Alexis Rocha in the mix, and Jin Sasaki. He pulled up on Brian Norman, so that fight may be happening if Boots don't, or Stanionis, whoever wins, doesn't go for a unification, which I think they should. And then you have, as I said, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez. Wait, who else is down at 140 that may be moving up? Don't be surprised if Sabril Matias pop up at 147. Gary Antoine Russell in a few fights, maybe. And also Josh Taylor. So pretty, stacked, division, at least it's going to be in the next couple of months. Now, Rolly Romero, I just don't think, I'm trying. I don't see it. I'm not giving him a chance. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I'm giving him a puncher's chance, but I don't think that he has anything to give to Ryan Garcia that Ryan Garcia can't handle unless it's a bomb. Let's see what social media is saying. So April the 20th is when he serves the suspension. Is he in VADA? Is he signed up for drug testing? That's important. I'm sure he's going to be, right? I'm sure Ryan Garcia reunites with, I subscribed to Dan Rayfield. Let's see what he's saying. It's $5.39 a month. Oh, I got to log into my other account. Hold on, let me see if they let me. Oh, man, I got to sign out. Well, anyway, let me get up out of here. I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. I'm going to be following the story as it goes forward. And we're going to be here, of course, on Fight Night covering the fight. And you can expect the Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez video and Arnold Barboza Teofimo video coming soon as well. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.